school where boys and girls you can make it through. I'm talking to young men and women. You have no limit to the things you can do when you use life skills.
Yes, it's a blessing to be here today. I told you when I first started, I'm going to bring you the biggest names in the game. This is Life Skill, Life School. We started at 0 when the pandemic started. We're on episode 24. That's why in life you got to use your skills. You got to build a school. Episode 24 today, I go by the name of the Entertainer. Follow me on all social media platforms, Entertainer, and even on Cash App. Today, we with a Spelman College graduate. Today, we're with a math genius. She goes by the name of Candace Shaw. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm super blessed, super blessed. And you can get all the information, all the recipes for success on her website, whyhatemath.com. It's a blessing to be here. And I truly believe in giving people their flowers while they still alive. They don't have to be in the elder state. They could be young. Like I mentioned, we're doing an HBCU experience this whole week. So everyone I interview, everyone I do a tribute to is an HBCU graduate. On Tuesday, there was a young man named Ozone Mayweather. He was a graduate of Fort Valley. And so when your mom contacted Kim and we set this up, I knew you were a Spelman graduate. So when I seen Fort Valley and I saw Spelman together, I said, wow, let's make this an HBCU experience. And so on Monday, I brought on my friend Terry White, who was a Talladega College graduate. And then Monday night, I brought on LJ Holloway. She's running for Congress in Jacksonville, Florida. She attended Howard, and she's an Edward Waters College graduate. And today I'm here with you. And tomorrow I'll be with the ex-fat boy. His name's Antonio Big Coach Carter. He's got down to 8% body fat, and he's also lost over 150 pounds. And he's a Bethune-Cookman graduate. So I just want to thank you for being part of the inspiration to help other people learn about what's going on in their life. And the other thing was I went walking this morning, and when I'm walking, I'm inspired. And so I knew you're a math genius. And so just the word genius alone, it has the word N in it, and it has the word us in it. And then you have GEN for generations, because in us is a genius. And so I was walking today for my genius. And I just want to say thank you for inspiring that. So we're going to use the word tutor because you're a genius. And your gift is to tutor the world. Even if you don't call yourself a genius, I'm going to call you a genius because you discovered it. What made you want to get into math?
Well, I have always loved math ever since I was actually a little girl. My mom, she had a whiteboard in the basement of our house, and she used to put math problems on the board for me, and I just kept solving them. And then when my parents' friends would come over, I would ask them to give me math problems to solve, and I just kept doing it, and I just loved the subject so much. And so when I went to college, I went to Spelman, and I didn't know, I wanted to either major in biochemistry or math. And I said, let me just major in math because this is something I really love, and I want to really understand it on a deeper level. So that's really how I got interested in math.
Okay. All right, the T in the word tutor is for types. Now, can you break down just some of the types of math that you teach and also why they are important? Because sometimes people just think that we just need to add, we just need to subtract. And if we just do those two things, we're good.
Yes. Well, that is such a great question. I actually tutors age levels all the way from second grade, and I have students all the way up into grad school. So I cover all topics, and I have a lot of students now on the elementary level, and it's really interesting because you would think that elementary mathematics is something that's maybe easy, But with the new introduction of Common Core, it's math that's like on another level for elementary students. And the benefit of Common Core and that new elementary mathematics is that it really teaches students to think critically, analytically, and logically. And that's always my premise. Not just adding, like you said, not just adding or subtracting or performing these basic functions, but what's very critical, especially at that elementary level, is allowing students to use math to think on a deeper level, allowing them to think through a process, allowing them to draw diagrams so that they can visually understand things. So it's very important at that level. Then I actually teach middle school as well, which is a very important gap from that elementary to high school. And I think middle school is a time where you can kind of close in some of the gaps that students may have missed in elementary school and prepare them to go off into high school when they start learning math on a deeper level, like trigonometry, geometry, calculus.
Okay. The U is for understanding. You already mentioned it happening at an early age. When is the best time for a young person to get an understanding of mathematics?
I really think that the best time to get an understanding is at that elementary level, because when you have that strong foundation, it really sets the baseline for your success for math throughout all your years in your educational career. So I really like to focus on the elementary level, but at the same time, I don't forget about older students, and I think it's important for them to have an understanding too, and just try to fill in the gaps when they can.
Okay, I like that, and yeah, I know you heard the phrase "train up a child," and when they're old, they won't depart from it. Because you mentioned the whiteboard, in the beginning, and I see the whiteboard in the background. Yeah. Exactly. So that's definitely a blessing that you never lost sight of what got you to where you are.
Yes.
And the T is for team. Can you? I checked out your website, and you also have a young lady named Christelle that helps you out. How does that team work?
Well, I actually met Christelle I actually also work at a charter school in Brooklyn as a math learning specialist, and I met her last year, and we were just working together, and she's from Haiti. She's extremely knowledgeable, and she does not play when it comes to students understanding math. The thing I really like about her is that she doesn't miss any steps. She makes sure that you understand every single part of the process. And so she's really excellent at what she does. And while we're at team, although she's on my on the team as an educator with me, my team has really been my family. They've supported me so much. My mom is like, yeah, she says that she's head of marketing for me, because she does brought me so many customers. My aunt here in Brooklyn, she's brought me so many customers. People supporting my sisters. I reach out to them for every little thing. So my team has really been my family.
Right. Your father Rob, and he's a inspirational man himself. And your sisters, and I've been around you and your family for over 15 years, and so it's a blessing to see the growth, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
The O is for one-on-one. Can you break down how you tutor individuals?
Yeah.
So some people get an idea of what you do and how you do it.
Yes. Well, we start with an assessment, and the assessment is just not like when I tell parents, hey, I have an assessment for your child, they think that they have to take in a test. But no, we do an assessment back and forth together, because I want to see not only do you understand the topic at your grade level, but if you make a mistake on a problem, and if I was to teach you how to do it, could you now do that problem on your own? So we'll start with the assessment, and then after the assessment, we make a game plan on which topics we'll be covering for about 7 weeks or so. And then we work one-on-one each week on those different topics. And I really focus on each child's strengths and each child's weaknesses. And I just make sure that they understand everything that they need to understand. And the one-on-one is just so beneficial, because it's just so specialized to each child's need.
So do you teach virtually as well, or just in person?
Oh yes, I do a lot of virtual. Sorry, I don't know if you hear sirens because I'm in Brooklyn, so it's all day.
No, it's real.
Okay, so I teach in person, but I've been teaching virtual even before the pandemic happened. Because I had students in Georgia or had students further out in Long Island. So we've been doing virtual tutoring for a while now, but ever since the pandemic, the virtual has picked up a lot more. So we have virtual and in person.
Okay. And R is for reading. I saw on your website how math can help people with their reading comprehension. Can you break that down?
Yeah, actually, I do speak to my teammate, Christelle, about this, and we say, if you can't read, you can't do math. And if you can't do math, you can't read, because it actually all plays a role. The math kind of has that critical thinking component so that it allows you to comprehend things. And when you have math problems and you have those word problems, you really have to think through the word problem strategically. And so you really have to have those reading comprehension skills to understand what you're reading and what you need to do, what steps you need to take to solve the problem, what operations you need to use to solve the problem.
Oh, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. If you're just tuning in, this is Life Skill, Life School, episode 24. Candace Shaw, who is a Spelman College graduate, a math genius. For more information, please visit our website at whyhatemath.com. Before we go, do you have anything else you'd like to add or anything else you'd like to share about what you do that we may have not covered?
No, I'm really thankful for you having me here and for what you're doing and just shedding a light on HBCUs. Like, I really push all my students to go to Spelman, and Spelman really gave me that foundation of seeing a lot of Black women doing what they have to do. My sister went to Spelman as well, and when I visited and I saw the campus, and I said, oh my gosh, look at all these Black women like working hard, and they just look like they're just doing what they have to do. They're determined. So going to Spelman gave me so many opportunities as a Black woman. They really help you with scholarships opportunities. They help you with internship opportunities. They help you with research opportunities. And so the fact that you're shedding light on this HBCU on HBCUs is very important, because I think that gives you a really great foundation for whatever you want to do. And if you want to go to a PWI after your undergrad experience, then trust me, they want you after you've been at an HBCU for that undergrad. And you can still go to an HBCU for grad school as well, because those are great opportunities there. But thank you so much for having me, and I really hope you guys learn more about Why Hate Math. And you can follow me on Instagram at Why Hate Math. I have a Facebook page, Why Hate Math, and I also have a YouTube channel where I'm kind of breaking down different problems. So yes.
You heard it here first. I told you we bring you the biggest names in the game. Life Skill, Life School, episode 24. Like she said, her name is Candace Shaw. She's the best mathematician that I ever saw.
Thank you.
Like she said, the HBCUs are important because I wrote a poem and called it HBCU Saved My Life. I always remember you have a genius in you. She just happens to be a math genius. Spelman College. Remember this website right here, whyhatemath.com. Follow that. Because I'm going to tell you why what you do is so important. Helping people pass the math portion on their graduation exams to even teach school. It makes a difference of $20,000 to $30,000. So what you're doing is very important. Never lose sight of that, because all these schools, even the schools that you work in, even the schools that people want to teach in, they have to pass certain courses, certain graduation exams. And you have the genius to help change lives, to help change legacies. So remember that you the $30,000 lady. You make that much difference in a lot of people's lives. And remember, work on your skills, work on your gifts, because when people see you, it may be the only school that they ever see. And like I tell people, until next time, I thank you for your time.
School, where boys and girls, you can make it through. I'm talking to young men and women. You have no limits to the things you can do when you use life skills.